準備は OK 新しいアニメみんなで見ようねレビューが光る心がドキドキおすすめ作品見逃せない
Welcome everyone to otakusandgeeks.com. Justin here, back with another Winter Anime 2025 coverage, and we are going to be talking about Sakamoto Days, episode 5, which is titled Source of Strength. You can find this anime exclusively on Netflix. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, completely spoiler free. Here we go. Sakamoto goes all out in a fierce one-on-one duel with Boyle. Meanwhile, Order members are tasked with handling a serial case targeting assassins. And this was a really good episode because we got a lot more pieces moving. What this does is kind of conclude the arc, at least for this particular part of Boyle. And as we saw from episode 4, where he was someone who that admired Sakamoto, someone that really wanted to be in that space and be in that circle, just really kind of wanted his approval, wanted to be accepted by him. And this episode concludes that particular desire, concludes that arc. And one thing I see people talk about why some people don't really like the manga or like the book, or oh, excuse me, manga and like the book, like the show, is that the fact that all these people somehow who were Grinches turned to a heart of gold after they failed to take out Sakamoto. And yeah, I get people's perspective on that, but if you look at the line of work of what these people are doing, and you're seeing someone who's in that same field find happiness and find some type of peace, because you have to have something wrong upstairs to be doing that for a living, to X people off. You have to lack some type of humanity. So to see someone who has that, not only found someone that accepted him for what he used to do, but have him switch and change and become a better person for it and atone for what he's trying to do. You will probably want the desire to have something like that. So that's just my thoughts on the criticism with that. But what episode 5 does is does a little bit more character study on Boyle, but it really gives us more of a backstory on Sakamoto and the people around him. But what really has me, which really teased me, and something that I'm hoping we get a lot more of, was the actual B side of the story. While the Boyle fight was the A story, the B story is definitely the Order. And there's this there's a serial, you know what, going around Xing off assassins. And this is really, I was like, oh man, this is getting really, really good. And it's up to some members of the Order to investigate on who is taking out these professionals. And I thought it was a really good way to just incorporate and tie in together what's actually happening in the A story, because you'll see that it's all connected. But the fight sequences was good. Alexa Bliss returns in this particular episode. She doesn't have that much to do here. She was in the first, I would say, 7 minutes. And then after that, it was more focused on Boyle. But I would just have to say this: if she doesn't return later on this season, she did a hell of a job. I think she has a true talent for voice acting. Hopefully, we'll see her in more anime adaptations for the English dub, because she killed it. She really did. She really nailed it. And overall, I will say great characterization. Oh, I definitely gotta say this: Sakamoto's wife is scary. You can see why he says no Xing people off, or why he changed his ways. This woman reminds me of Chi Chi. And if you ever watch Dragon Ball Z and you've seen Chi Chi when she's angry or threatening, I mean, let's remember that moment where Chi Chi powered up against Marin, where she was during the Garlic Jr. saga. She's that level of scary, Sakamoto's wife. Like when she can turn a hard assassin like this guy to a puppy, pretty much, because just one look, it's like a parent. Like, when you do something in trouble, well, if you have a parent like this, for those who have parents like this, where you did something wrong as a kid or in high school, and all it took was just that one look to know that you're like, oh, I messed up. I, I, and That's who she is. All it took was just this one look when she finds out about something, when things are revealed to her, and she's just like, you just see her holding that rage and making me wonder, like, okay, well, is she actually gonna be the one that actually takes him out? But yeah, it's a funny moment. Once again, another solid episode. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com. I'm giving this a watch it now. If you like what we do here, and if it's this your first time, or if you're returning but had never done it, and we earned your subscription, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell to keep you update all here on ONG. I'll catch you on the next review, my friends. Peace, love, and happiness to you all. Later days.